Arthur Schopenhauer, one of the most influential philosophers of the 19th century, is known for his profound pessimism and unflinching analysis of human nature. Among his more controversial works is the essay On Women, in which he attempts to unveil what he considered the secrets of female nature. These writings have sparked intense criticism and debate. Some view them as brutally honest, others as deeply misogynistic. Schopenhauer's fundamental view of life was rooted in suffering, desire, and the will. He saw human beings as slaves to irrational forces, particularly the will to live. Within this framework, women, to him, were not exempt from his grim philosophical vision. In fact, he painted a rather bleak picture of femininity, arguing that women were driven primarily by instincts of reproduction and self-preservation, rather than by rationality or intellect. In On Women, Schopenhauer claimed that women are by nature cunning, manipulative, and short-sighted. He wrote, "Women are directly fitted for acting as the nurses and educators of our early childhood by the fact that they are themselves childish, frivolous, and short-sighted." He saw their emotional disposition and lack of philosophical reasoning as evidence of their limited intellectual capacity. Schopenhauer believed that women were less capable of engaging in high-level abstract thinking, and he attributed this to biological and evolutionary causes. But what are the so-called secrets of women that Schopenhauer aimed to reveal? According to him, the female mind is constructed not for truth or metaphysical contemplation, but for practical concerns, securing protection, raising children, and navigating the material world. In his view, women were instinctively aware of their sexual power and used it as leverage in the social order. He described this as nature's way of ensuring the continuation of the species. To Schopenhauer, marriage was a social trap, particularly for men. He argued that women lured men into lifelong obligations through beauty, charm, and the promise of domestic bliss, only to later dominate them with demands and emotional manipulation. Love, in his interpretation, was not a noble emotion but a biological trick, a facade that concealed the raw drive of the species to reproduce. Modern readers are often shocked by the bluntness of Schopenhauer's views. Many criticize them for being one-sided, reductionist, and deeply rooted in his personal biases. However, to dismiss his essay entirely would be to ignore its philosophical context. Schopenhauer was attempting to strip away romantic illusions and expose what he saw as the underlying biological and psychological realities of human behavior, regardless of how unflattering they appeared.